Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is I, the Copper Owl, bringing you a holiday special Boba Fett figure. Well, it's a mock, but you know what I mean. So, I actually always liked the holiday special Boba Fett. And I haven't seen all of the holiday special, but I always liked that animation, that Mobius. It's inspired by the Mobius comic artist and all that. And what Star Wars was originally supposed to be was supposed to be a French. They're called bande dessinées. It's based off French comics. A lot of people don't know this, but yeah. And literally, like, you could look at a Mobius comic and you can see the probe droid in it. George Lucas literally ripped off the probe droid off of Mobius. And Mobius, I believe he did some of the concept art. Or he might have, or he was asked to do some of the concept art. I don't remember. But yeah. So, this is me making the holiday special Boba Fett. Just a quick video. I don't like the rocket pack, so I give him this one. Though it's not accurate. He has the rocket in his pack. And how I made this figure. You could make him really easy. You just gotta buy the Mandalorian Forge, and you get the, I think his name is Prez Vizsla. You need his helmet. And you can use his legs too. I've considered using his legs, but his legs have too much detail on them. You could also, and you also have to get the battle pack, the Mandalorian battle pack. So you could get the torso, because it's the closest thing to the Boba Fett torso that I could find. And just those two figures is enough. Just Vizsla's helmet, his legs, and the torso from the other figure is enough to get you something that looks like this figure. But you won't have the cape, and you won't have the blaster. So that's the problem. So, and these arms are from Hades. I did not come up with this idea. Another YouTuber did, whose name I'm forgetting at the moment, and I wish I did not. But yeah, there's another video of the guy had like the same idea essentially. I think he used a different helmet though. But he gave me the idea for the arms and all that. I'm gonna put in the name of the channel in the description once I remember what it is. Yeah, the legs are from a because he kind of has that Speedo kind of look to him. Like they're from a the Ninjago, one of the fish warriors, and all that. And the blaster is pretty simple, and but this could have been better. And I'm gonna get into it. And the cape, you could use different versions. You could use the actual Boba Fett figure. There's a new Obi-Wan figure coming out, and all that you could use. I'm not going to keep it on it. I'm going to actually use this figure in my stop motion, because this is going to be my Sig fig for my stop motion series. I do have another Sig fig for myself that is the Copper Owl, but I don't want to reveal that yet. Because the Copper Owl appears in my book series. So when he appears in the book series, I will change my profile picture and my sig fig. But for right now, I'm using this Boba Fett. But yeah. So, as you can see, he originally, the Aben Phase Blaster belonged to the concept art Boba Fett. And that's another neat thing is that Mando's design is pretty much the holiday special Boba Fett. Similar armor and all that stuff. It's just a different color. Well, you could just make. The reason why I didn't use the blaster piece is that I didn't have one in red. I do have the Stormtrooper blaster in red, and I don't know where they come from in the different colors. But I knew at one point in time in Bricklink you could buy them in different colors. Now you can't because Lego bought them. So I could have originally had all of this entire thing in red, because I knew people sold the blaster in red, and now I can't find them. I have the longer one, but I don't like the look of that. It doesn't feel to scale. This feels to scale. But so that's really it. Just get, if you want this exact figure, Hades' arms, the Battle Pack Mando, the sand blue one, Vizsla helmet, and Shark Army thing, and your choice of jetpack and cape. Okay, and now here's a little extra. Because you saw I had Mando, I do have something involving Mando. I looked at pictures of the Aban Phase Blaster when I was making the Boba Fett figure. And the blaster looked more like this to me. Using the chrome silver claw and the blaster with the dark metal gray. That's what the blaster looks like to me. And it could be in like certain shots or like in props and everything. It looks more like this and all that with brown. But to me, this is more accurate, and it looks really nice on him. All that. But I did make another blaster for him. Though I do admit the lightsaber piece is a little loose on it. This one, and I was thinking, trying to make a more accurate looking blaster for him. And I think this one does have that look to it. It's longer, but not that much longer. And it has the scope on the side, like the blaster does. And all that, so. But it gives off that look like, do you want the blaster to look more to scale? Or do you want it to look a little bit more cartoony, like old Star Wars? It's really up to you. But I used the pistol piece. I used the clip to hold a lightsaber hilt, telescope, and the claw. That's what you can use to make it. I also have another figure here. I got this recently. Could have gotten a cheaper one, but me being a dingus, I bought the more expensive one. Got Cara Dune, and I made her blaster, and all that. Though the shotgun thing, the one where you use the pistol and the binoculars, that looks more accurate, but it can't have the drum mag that her blaster clearly has. So I made the drum mag, and because that's what I wanted. I wanted the look of the drum mag on it. And taking off this, really it could be like this. I think this looks more accurate, especially when you look at it at front. You could put tile pieces there to make it look a bit better if you want. And having her hold it, it looks pretty good. But there is a problem with this. This piece falls off way too easy. And all that. Just me manhandling it most of the time, it falls off. So I put this piece in there to hold on to it. And it makes it a little longer and all that. So, and I always put, you don't have to put this piece. You could keep this completely off. It looks just as good. But I put this on there because I like putting energy blasts, attaching them onto the blasters. But yeah, what you need is this pistol piece. You need 2 of these. I don't know what these are called. These plates with the bars. Whoops. You need 2 of these. One of which you will insert upside down in there. And then you take one of these plates. Put it on in the middle. And again, this is optional, but I prefer it. You put on this plate with the bar. And then you put on your black brick. And again, it's optional to put the open stud at the end. So there's Cara Dune. And I have one more blaster to show you. Because I'm using a sig fig myself, I decided to make a blaster. An actual Nerf blaster I use. So I do, with my Copper Owl figure, I do have a modified rifle with with the colors to make it look like the skull gun, if you've seen the review. Well, I have a more practical blaster painted in the same color scheme, which I haven't done a review on, but it will come up. and everything. So it's a Nerf Spectre with a Retaliator stock, essentially. So, and I took the pieces in those colors and put them on a. I don't know what these are. What they're called. I know they come into Batman sets. So I don't know what they're called, but I'm using the chrome piece that you get from the Assassin droids from the Clone Wars. Whoops. An open stud, and just a flat silver plate, or tile. I mean, and ta-da! Just giving him a. And I like this one because it doesn't have the trigger. You can pose it a bit better on him. So this is gonna. So that's my sig figs thing. Well, you all have a nice day. And he ain't good to me dead.